Good morning, everyone. Uh, I've been kind of on hold. Sorry about that. I just came in from outside. Um, I've been kind of on hold a little bit. Not sure um, about some things, but healing. Still playing, um, healing my inner child. I am doing that. Make sure my volume's up. Yep, that one's good. So I wanted to kind of share some things with you guys today. So for like a week, the Lord keeps singing this song to me, but it like stayed stagnant, right? Like it was only one part of it. Um, it's me. Um, so when decided to start recording again, he gave me all the words, but it was stuck on one part or two parts of the song. Um, you know my name, and and you hold my hand. And it was on that constantly. I mean, I'm like, when is this gonna stop? Can I have a break for a little bit? So once I decided I'm gonna turn my camera on and start recording, I started remembering all the words. So I also, it just gives me confirmation of being on track. He doesn't, I'm not procrastinating, but I guess I just need to step back for a few. So I wanted to show you one of my other paintings. It's one of my favorite ones. Took me about a couple of weeks because I wanted to get the color just right. So this is what it is here. And I really like this one. I really like the sky and you know, yeah, I really like it a lot. So on that white spot, on this spot right here, um, that was just by accident how that happened, but somehow it chipped, which was really strange. But there might have been a flaws in the canvas, so I had it work for me, right? Because I get really cool images sometimes, and it helps me. And the yellow spots on there in the front there of the truck, those are headlights. And then over here, I just didn't have any. But so those little cars, um, what I did was my grandson has all these little vehicles. Those aren't cars anyway; those are trucks. And I'll trace them, but they never come out right because they're like that small. So Um, but I put them on there because I really wanted vehicles on there. So I can't pronounce the word because my tongue's messed up. So they're basically explorers, right? So they head into way deep in canyons and stuff and they explore. Hopefully they find things. But I actually did that for someone's new baby, just to kind of give him something to look forward to when he gets older. Um, but we're no longer in that person's life anymore. So I'll just donate it and hopefully he'll run into it one day. Um, and so I was sitting on the porch and Father's running all these different scenarios through my mind, experiences that I'd have had in the past. And he brought to my mind a truck stop here in town. And we used to live right next to it a long time ago in an RV. And one day I'm just sitting there and I get this feeling to head to this little store right next door. As soon as I walk up, psh, I can hear it with the propane tank leaking. So I went right inside and let the guy know. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much." Somebody could have walked up with a cigarette and blew the whole place up. It was right next to the front doors. Um, then I would go back home, to do what I was doing. So I was always called out from wherever I was to go somewhere. I would see it in my mind's eye, um, or above me, something, an image. So we also lived next to that truck stop. So it was Christmas Eve, I believe. This was years ago. Oh my gosh, years and years. Um, he had me go, and I see this huge 18-wheeler. They're out of Canada, and he has a scripture on the side, and I was so excited to see it because I've always wanted certain scriptures on my vehicles. I just haven't done it yet. Um, it costs money, so when I get there, I'm gonna put them on there. Um, but there's only one scripture that I would ever put. That'd be Psalms 119. It's a long one, but whenever I feel like I'm falling away from God, I will go back and read that whole entire chapter, and it brings me back, where I'm supposed to be, and it gives me hope again. And but that Psalms is very deep. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to that, which I didn't know until just this last couple months. But that's the one I just really like a lot. So I remember years ago when I first came here, this lady pulls up, and I seen Psalms 119 on her plate. And when I got out of the car, I was like, I didn't see it. It was not what I saw a minute ago. So I let the lady know, and she said, I'll go home and read that later. So I never saw her again. It was probably a message for her. Um, Sometimes I'll get like Psalms 87. I get all kinds of them, and I put them on my artwork. I have another one here too. So I finished this up after I got fired, and I created it on paper first, and then I put it on canvas. So I have a lot of neat stuff. You know, I'm always doing something. But God is good. Like He's always gonna be there for you, no matter what. Unconditionally, He loves you. Guys, like no tomorrow. He just wants you to recognize that He's there. And I know He talks to everybody. I'm not the only one. It's just some are listening and some aren't, right? So, so I want to get back to that. I guess that's not important. I guess you just want to talk about that. But so I show up right time, right place. Someone may need a message. Um, sometimes people just need to talk. I guess what the message is today is that you get a feeling to go do something, just go do it. Because you never know what difference you're going to make in someone else's life. They may have answers for you, connections, resources. I mean, it's just amazing what Father offers. I mean, it's really hard to put in words because, I mean, I have journals and journals and journals and journals of all the work He's took me to. I mean, I'm going to talk about them, every single one of them, because someone may need it at that time. And I hope they're going to be real beneficial for everyone. And He's good. Just remember, He's with you, no matter what, all the time, constantly, constantly, constantly. All right, peace out.